Howdy, my name is Nonat, and this is not my usual style of content, not my usual setup, not my usual topic, none of that. But I thought it was really interesting and important that I make this video. You see, I just finished watching Charlie moistcr1tikal's newest video where he talks about YouTube's new war on ads, and near the end of the video he brings up a really interesting point about how most creators on YouTube want you to use an ad blocker. You know, they want your experience to be the best possible. They don't want to nickel and dime you like the YouTube company does. If you haven't seen that video yet, go watch it first. This whole video will make a lot more sense. It's only like 10 minutes long, 15 minutes with ads. And the reason I'm making this video is, like I said, near the end of the video, Charlie says, hey, yeah, most creators want you to use an ad blocker. And I think I'm in a really unique position in my career to give a totally different perspective on that. I am a very small YouTuber who does this full time. You know, I've got 50,000 subscribers. I average about 8 to 15,000 views on a video, so ads do mean a lot to me. I am someone who I would wager about 60% of my income comes from advertisements. The rest comes from Patreon, Twitch donations, twitch.tv/nonatonce, and the occasional sponsorship, but most of it does come from YouTube ads. This is definitely not as true for the larger, bigger YouTubers. You know, once you pass, an average of 30 to 50,000 views per video, you're nailing sponsorships, you've got a lot more audience support, and that's absolutely understandable. Especially with the garbage YouTube ad revenue, I do think that, yes, larger creators don't need the ads. That is such a small percentage of their overall income that they would rather you have a great experience. So at this point, you might be thinking, I'm opposing Charlie's views, that, oh, because ads are so important to me, oh, you better not use an ad blocker on my videos. No, you absolutely should, especially because some of my videos are like over an hour long. You should definitely be using an ad blocker so you don't get slapped in the face over and over again by unskippable ads or long ads or a chain of ads. Seriously, some videos I've been watching have like 5 ads in a row, and if you don't hit skip at the right time, you're stuck with like 90 plus seconds of ads. And a lot of people are quick to blame the creators because, yes, we do have the option to put ads in our videos manually, but guess what? Even if we don't do that, and if we say no ads on this video, YouTube's gonna run them anyway, and then we just don't get the money. So if I'm so reliant on YouTube ad revenue, why am I a proponent for also using ad blockers and not watching YouTube ads? Well, because of another thing that Charlie says in his video that just hit really, really close to home. If somebody watches 2 minutes of a video and then it gets hit by 90 seconds of ads, they're probably gonna leave the video or get distracted or whatever else happens to ADHD people, because I'm there with you, and leave. Here's a fun fact. My overall ad revenue is lower than it was 2 years ago. And I'm realizing this isn't because each individual ad is actually paying me less. It's because people aren't watching as many ads. They're not sticking around to finish the video, and thus each video, even if it runs, 6 different ad breaks over the course of an hour, people might watch 1, maybe 2 ad breaks, and then leave because they're sick of it, which, like, based, I get you. So yes, even though YouTube is running more ads, creators are actually seeing less income from those ads because of the loss of interest, the loss of watch time, which leads to less ads being watched in the first place and a larger war from the ad blockers trying to circumvent whatever new fence YouTube is putting up. At the end of the day, I do agree with almost everything Charlie said in that video. Ads are important. Ads help YouTube as a company stay afloat. So what is the answer? Well, I do like what Charlie said about, yeah, make sure every ad is skippable. The fact that companies can pay more money to throw a 30-second unskippable ad in your face really ruins things on the creator end of the spectrum, or whatever the flowchart, because we, the creators, don't get to choose which ads you see, and everyone's going to see a different ad when they watch the same video. So you might watch my 1 hour long class guide and get, 2 5-second skippable ads, super easy, not a problem. Then somebody else will get a 30-second unskippable ad, which leads into a second 15-second unskippable ad, which leads into another 5-second long skippable ad, and right then you're already 50 seconds of just advertising. You've forgotten what the video was talking about, you've lost interest, and you've walked away. So naturally, that leads people to watching less ads. And now with YouTube's new anti-ad blocker policy, where they're going to block your access to videos if you have an ad blocker, which granted, I have not experienced yet, but I did see go live on Twitter from Dexerto. Charlie talks about it. There's plenty of screenshots. I believe it's out there. I guess it's just not universally applied yet, but it kinda sucks, not gonna lie. So even though I rely on that ad revenue for most of my revenue, I would actually almost guaranteed be making more ad revenue if there were less ads, or at least more skippable ads. I wouldn't even mind if videos were front-loaded with ads, depending on the length of the video you were going to watch. For every 10 minutes long the video is, maybe you get an ad, or maybe an ad for every 5 minutes. As long as they're all skippable, if I'm gonna watch a 30-minute video, I don't mind if I have to spend, whatever, 30 seconds or a minute, whatever, every 5 seconds saying skip, 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 and then I get the full 30 minutes uninterrupted. That is not a problem to me. I don't think everyone would be down for that, because not everyone wants to sit there for a full minute clicking skip, but it would be really, really nice to just have that complete uninterrupted experience, and all of the ads would get watched. But at that same time, you might fall into the pitfalls of Twitch advertising, which, if you don't know, a lot of Twitch streams will have what are called pre-roll ads, which is a full minute and a half of unskippable advertising before a stream, which has basically murdered discoverability on that platform. There's a reason I advertise my Twitch streams, twitch.tv says no, on my videos so often, because you can't grow on Twitch alone. If somebody joins your stream because they're curious about Monster Hunter Frontier, but then they're faced with 3 ads in a row from Burger King, Sonic, and Duracell, they're probably not going to stick around. Maybe, they don't even know if they're going to like your content. Why would they watch 90 seconds of ads to watch a new creator they might enjoy? Because if they don't like you within 30 seconds, they're going to click back off, look for somebody new, and have to repeat the process. And if they only give each creator 30 seconds of time, then that's 2 minutes per creator, with a minute and a half going to ads for each creator. It's brutal, it's awful, it doesn't help anybody, Eventually they just give up on trying to discover people on Twitch, and they just stick to the 2 streamers they're subscribed to. Because why would you want to see ads? You can subscribe to someone and see absolutely no ads, so why would you ever even try watching new creators on Twitch? Ads are a really delicate balance, because again, they are what keep the company afloat, but they are not thinking of the consumers these days when it comes to how those ads are being presented. So yes, ads are important both for the company upstairs as well as creators of smaller sizes. That's 60% of my income, really pretty important for me to keep doing what I'm doing. But at the same time, less ads or more avoidable ads would actually lead to more income in my pockets, and at the same time, that means more income in their pockets. If people are watching or skipping more ads, that means they're watching more videos, which means they are seeing, by extension, more ads. So I don't see why they would try to force these long unskippable ads that are just gonna push people off your site. Why would I watch an hour-long Kadikarus compilation, which is littered with literal 90+ second ads every 5 to 10 minutes, when I could just go on Twitch and watch Frost Prime completely ad-free just for fun? I guess you could argue that, streamers aren't live 24/7, so you can't just watch that, but you can pretty easily find 2 or 3 creators you enjoy that stream at different times, subscribe to each of them, and then you've got no ads going forward, which I guess there's the argument of, what about YouTube Premium? That would be the exact same price as subscribing to 3 different Twitch streamers. Well, one, Twitch has gift subs. There's a honestly pretty decent chance that because of the gift subscribing culture over on Twitch, you might just get hit by a gift sub by spending time in the stream. It's a huge incentive, it gets you going there, and as long as you've got that gift sub, you are not watching ads. And at least 50%, or more than that, if the streamer you're watching is big enough, is going to the creator, not just to the company. When you buy YouTube Premium, you give like a couple cents to a creator for every ad it dodges, but YouTube gets most of what you're paying for there. I don't know, this just felt like it hit really close to home for me, and I wanted to give my perspective as a smaller creator who does rely on ad revenue for most of my income, that yes, use an ad blocker. He talks about something like uBlocker or something like that. There's apparently one that still works on YouTube. If that works for you, please use it. Dodge the ads on my video. My videos are designed as a start to finish experience. I don't plan my video around different ads. I do my best to plug them in as naturally as possible between talking points when I can, but they also don't even always land where I place them manually. YouTube ads are just a mess for everybody involved, and I would love to see them a little bit more consumer friendly in the future. Like I said, if you haven't already seen it, click the link in the description, check out Charlie's video. It's a really interesting topic on something that seems so shallow and easy at first, but especially when you start thinking of the different sizes of creators and YouTube as a platform and the consumer experience, you realize that ads, their presentation, and how much we consume and are forced to consume is a really deep rabbit hole that I think is worth talking about. Thank you, Charlie, for making an awesome video. I don't think you'll ever see this, but if you do, keep up the good work, you handsome motherfucker.